Previously on Live from Mount Olympus.
One of your children will overthrow you.
I will never let this prophecy come to pass.
What? That head could be fully operational.
You need allies to fight by your side.
What allies do I have? The goat?
I haven't had a moment's rest since Zeus put the weight of the sky on my shoulders.
I've been waiting for you.
Oh gods, you're Atlas.
The earth quaked, the seas raged, the heavens were torn by lightning.
He condemned me to stand where you see me now, bearing the weight of the skies forever.
I think I should head home by myself.
You're ready to set out on your own, little brother. You are the hero of your own adventure.
Live from Mount Olympus is produced by the Onassis Foundation and is a proud member of Tracks from PRX.
Whoa! What is happening in the sea down here? The water looks like it's boiling. Sea monster! Oh my god! It's right below me! I've never seen anything like it. It's headed towards the shore. The fishermen! They'll be sitting ducks. I have to warn them. I hope I can fly to port faster than that thing can swim. Hey, all the boats are moored. No one's out in the water at all? Except on that rock, on the headland. Wait, tell me that's not a girl? What is she doing out there? Gods, there's not much time. To the rock, now! Monster here?
The only thing here is you. What are you doing? Get off of my rock.
Get off your... What? Are you insane or just... beautiful? Listen, there's a sea monster. A legit sea monster. Headed straight this way.
Oh, save me, my hero. Of course, the monster is coming. His name is Thetis. Poseidon sent him here to ravage our kingdom. That's why I'm here.
Poseidon? What? Come on. We don't have a lot of time. That thing is only a few leagues offshore.
Few leagues? Okay. Okay, please, just go. Let me have a moment of peace before...
Before you become a Thetis snack? Seriously, what's your deal? Don't answer that. I'm cutting these chains and getting you down.
Stop! You cannot free me.
But I can. I am Perseus, son of Zeus. I just slayed the Gorgon, Medusa... See this sword? My brother Hermes, you know.
I don't need your life history. You need to listen. Unless I give myself up, Thetis will never stop. He won't let a single boat out of port. He'll batter us with storms. Do you think I chain myself to rocks for fun?
Wait. So you're some kind of sacrifice? Nuh-uh. No way. What about a cow? Gods love cows.
Listen to me. I am Andromeda, princess of Ethiopia. Nothing can take my place. It is my duty and mine alone to ensure the survival of my people. Take me down and you take our last hope.
Hear that, princess? Let's get you out of here and figure out the rest later.
There's nothing to figure out. I'm saving my city. I'm saving my family. You might not know what that feels like, but it is a fate I face with honor.
I do know something about that.
Then you know I can't run away.
But I can't leave you here. You're...
What?
Amazing. You're amazing, Andromeda.
I don't know... Rain! This is how it begins. Thetis must be close. Go, Perseus. Get out of here while you can.
Yeah, no. I'm not leaving you. I hear what you're saying. Poseidon would be furious if you run away. But he would respect an honest battle. So we'll fight the monster together, you and me, Andromeda. You and me!
You can't be serious.
I'm just a boy, standing in front of a girl, asking if we could fight a sea monster.
Thank you, Perseus. Your words are so beautiful. You're beautiful. But boy, are you crazy? You have no idea what Thetis can do. We can't win. It's impossible.
Yeah, that's what everyone said about Medusa too, and that one's in the bag. I'm telling you, I got this. Impossible is my middle name.
Don't you mean possible? That possible is your middle name?
We're out of time. Are you in?
I need time to think.
Andromeda! This isn't the time.
But it is! It is time to think things over because this is a big deal with serious consequences. And if we screw up...
I got you, Andromeda. I got you.
Everyone abandoned me here. No one else believed we could fight. But you do, and for some reason I believe you. Okay. Cut me down. We'll fight together.
You don't have a weapon. Try to take cover behind that outcrop.
Don't worry about me. I can throw these rocks. Keep your eyes on the tail. He can sweep away whole ships in one stroke. Oh, and watch out for the tentacles.
Tentacles? Oh my gods! Listen, you should know, if we get through this alive, I'm planning on asking you out.
Are you now? Bold.
Figured that out right about the time I saw how brave you are. Willing to die for your people and all.
I try.
So I was just waiting for the right moment, you know? Soft lighting, no tentacles.
You are a little scruffy looking.
Slaying monsters here.
But you are cute.
What do you think you'll say?
Get down!
Up and away! Hey, Ketis, over here!
Hello? You didn't tell me you can fly too?
Oh, looky here! A two for one.
It can talk?
It can do a lot more than talk. It can make you wish you were never born.
Leave Andromeda alone! She's done nothing to you!
It's not personal, son of Zeus. But not for me, anyway.
How do you know who I am?
Everyone knows who you are.
Perseus' tail!
Is that a sword, little hero? Or a toothpick?
You're about to find out.
Oh no, you can't reach him!
It's not so easy when your enemy is awake. Is it, Gorgon Hunter? You'll have to be quicker than that.
Perseus! Watch the tentacles! Here, Ketis, have a rock sandwich!
Throwing pebbles, little princess. It's Peter snack time.
Then you'll choke on it. We just have to slow him down, even for a moment. What if I distract him?
Andromeda, you're not bait. Oh, bait! Fishing! I have an idea. Do you trust me?
Strangely enough, I think I do.
Good. Then listen. I promise I'm not leaving you. I just need to get to that pier in the harbor. I'll be back in 1 minute. Tops.
Go. I'll keep him occupied.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
I can handle myself. You be careful, too. I wouldn't want you to regret sticking around.
Andromeda, no regrets.
Go! Hey, sea worm. Over here. Take that. And that.
I am Jesus, destroyer of fleets, great scourge of the sea, the big, bad daddy shark. I can't see!
Is that a fishing net?
It's on my face!
Attack now, Perseus! You cut off his head. You killed Ketis.
Well, really, we killed it.
With rocks and a fishing net. Amazing.
I think the rocks did the trick. You totally owned them.
No, it was you. The net was clutch. What made you think of that?
My uncle did this. He taught me how to fish.
You're a fisherman?
I mean, that's how it started. I'm definitely branching out. I feel like there's a million things I could do now, you know?
Same. Exactly. Though my parents wouldn't agree. Once I came of age, they decided the best thing I could do for my people is marry well.
Did they notice you were chained to a rock?
They hated it, but they're the reason I had to do it.
You mean they were willing to give you up? My mom wouldn't let me miss a meal.
It's more complicated than that.
Complicated? How?
You'd have to know my mother. She's not who you'd run to if you get hurt. She's more of a queen.
That's intense. What was that like for you?
It's all I know. What are your parents like to you?
My mom? Well, she thinks she always has to protect me. But I've got to take care of her now. My dad, never met him. So he's kind of a mystery, actually.
Wow. Ketis did a number on this rock. The cliff is totally obliterated. Can we even get down?
See these winged sandals? We don't need roads. Want a lift?
Wait, really? I get to fly?
Hold on.
Whoa! I'm flying!
Pretty cool, huh? Coming in for a landing!
That was incredible.
Right?
I never thought I'd get off that rock. This morning I thought my life was ending and now it's just beginning. Only...
What?
What if it's not?
No worries. Ketis is dead. Not to brag, but I do have some experience with this, and cutting off the head really gets the job done.
I'm just thinking, if Poseidon sent Ketis, what will he send next?
Me, as it turns out.
Hermes!
Don't Hermes me, young man. I thought I told you to go straight home. And now I find you dallying with a sea monster. And this lovely young lady. You must be Andromeda. And Hermes, as you will have known at once. God of charm and rakish good looks.
Perseus. Is this for real?
Hermes, I can't believe you're showing up now. Where were you when we were about to be eviscerated?
You seem to have all your limbs, plus you've picked up a new sidekick.
I wouldn't say picked up.
And I wouldn't say sidekick. It's not like that, Hermes. It's bigger than that. It's the biggest thing that's ever happened to me.
Although Ketis was pretty big. Quite the showdown, that business with the tentacles. We all enjoyed it so up on Mount Olympus. But I'm here for another reason.
What is it? Gorgons? Nymphs? Gray ladies?
Dad.
Oh.
Who's dad? Your dad?
Zeus, Lord of Olympus, bids me to tell you that he is pleased with your... Just a moment. Let me check my notes. Ah, yes. Here it is. I am pleased with your bravery and have interceded on your behalf. Poseidon is appeased.
You mean Poseidon won't send another monster? Or storm or tidal wave or...
That's right. Canceled mid-season. No Divine Wrath 2.0. You volunteered as tribute, fought a good fight. He's content. Though I would advise your people to make a very thankful offering.
But I don't understand how this is over. My family displeased the gods.
Ah, mortals. You can't possibly know what it takes to maintain the divine order.
What do you mean?
It's the same thing over and over again. Hubris. That classic blunder. When humans dare to set themselves as high as the gods must act decisively. We must remind you that the sea, the sky, and the earth are more powerful than you will ever be. Your parents needed this lesson too, Andromeda.
Your parents?
Oh. Haven't met the fam yet, I see.
It was my mother, really. She got carried away. She said, gods, it's embarrassing just to say it out loud. I don't think she meant it. I think it just slipped out. One of those foolish things you quickly want to take back. But she said she was more beautiful than the Nereids.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Wait, but who are the Nereids?
There are 50 of them. Beautiful goddesses of the sea. And they were furious!
Poseidon was furious too. So he sent Cetus to destroy our kingdom. My father went to the oracle and learned that the only way to save our city was if my mother lost what she loved most.
That's why it had to be you on the rock.
Yes. When we reached the edge of the cliff, I hugged my parents goodbye. I let the guards chain me to the rocks and I waited for the monster, I thought. But now, well, maybe I was waiting for you.
That reminds me. I promised that if we got through this, Andromeda, I would ask you out.
I think I remember something like that.
Are you saying yes?
I mean, you'd have to ask me in the first place to have an answer. Have you actually asked yet?
Maybe not officially. The thing is, I might have changed my mind.
Oh, of course. No problem. Sea monster, heat of the moment, I get it.
I'm asking you to marry me instead.
Marry you?
I couldn't leave you on that rock, and now I never want to leave you again.
Marry you?
It might seem a little strange at first. A princess and a fisherman.
Yes!
Yes, it's strange, or yes?
Both.
You'll marry me?
I will. I can't believe this is happening.
You're both so sweet and young and just a little impulsive. But in your kingdom, at 17, you're just the right age to get hitched. It may come as a bit of a surprise to your parents, though, Andromeda. They thought they would never see you again.
Oh, gods. The storms are gone. My parents must think I'm dead. I have to go to them. Perseus.
I'm coming with you.
Excellent. Except, small reminder, Perseus, you do have some very unusual luggage. You need to get back to Seriphos to bring this quest home. No lagging. I'll see you. When?
Soon.
Sooner. And you, my girl. Mwah!
Whoa, Hermes.
Be good.
What? I can't believe he kissed you first.
Calm down. It was just my cheek.
Still.
Guess it's your turn then. Unless you're gonna stop me.
Whoa.
Now you need to meet my parents.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And there just maybe a couple little details to iron out.
Iron out? What details?
Thanks so much for listening.
Have a rock sandwich!
Live from Mount Olympus is produced by the Onassis Foundation. Our executive producer is Karen Brooks Hopkins. This series was created by Julie Burstein and the Onassis Foundation. Julie Burstein is our producer. Zoe Dolan is Senior Project Manager. The series is co-produced by the Brooklyn-based theater ensemble The Team. Our directors are Rachel Chavkin and Zhailon Levingston, and our actors are Vinie Burrows, Jill Frutkin, Divine Garland.
I'm just a boy, standing in front of a girl, asking if we could fight a sea monster.
Amber Gray, Modesto Flako Jimenez, Libby King, Ian Lassiter.
I am Jesus, the big, bad daddy shark.
Zhailon Levingston, Christina Liberus.
I am Andromeda, princess of Ethiopia. Nothing can take my place.
Nehemiah Luckett, Jake Margolin, James Harrison Monaco, Kristen Sieh, Jillian Walker, And André DeShields is Hermes.
Whoa, Hermes.
Be good.
The team's producing director is Alexandra Lalonde, and associate producer is Laura Elliott. This episode was written by Alexi Basil. Our story editor is Nalini Jones. Sound design and audio production by David Schulman. Magda Giannikou composed and performed our music with help from Luca Bordenaro. Jason Adam Katzenstein created our illustrations, and we had graphic design by Onassis Creative Studios. Thanks to our creative advisors Crystal Bob Simple, Dr. Michael Cohen, Dr. Simon Critchley, Max Friedlich, Dr. Young Richard Kim, Effie Siotsu, and business advisor Laura Walker. We had production assistance from Lucas Miller, Letitia West, and Tessa Zitter. Learn more about the Olympian gods and the wonderful voices behind them at onassis.link/Olympus.
Magnificent, Apollo.
Since 1975, the Onassis Foundation has been dedicated to culture, community, and education with projects that can effectively inspire social change and justice across borders. Learn more at onassis.org. No, Ketis, you are not coming back.
That all right?
Onassis Foundation.
Let's be honest. Growing up, we all break rules.
Yep.
Sometimes we're stirring up mischief.
I used to steal my little sister's tooth fairy money.
Sometimes we're trying to spark change.
I fought the school board to be the first girl on the wrestling team.
And other times, we're just testing boundaries.
I lied to my parents about who broke the window. The dog did it!
From the makers of Mortified and the awesome people at Trax, a new network from PRX.
Oh, I love public radio.
With support from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Whoa, the Sesame Street people?
Comes a brand new podcast for tweens called
Ooh, you're in trouble.
A show about the moments we become rebels, rule breakers, rascals, or even revolutionaries.
So, how can I be on it?
If you're 10 to 25, visit listentotrouble.com.
Support for Trax comes from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
This is Trax from PRX.